Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. A priceless experience. We're looking at Exodus 3 from verse 1 to 5. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, Here I am. Do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Then he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. At this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. There are some experiences in life that are memorable, like you are highly unlikely to forget them. I'm talking about positive, really unforgettable experiences. They become even more special if they are unexpected. You just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Like the inauguration day for the U.S. president in Washington, D.C. You are a part of a large crowd standing by the wayside. The procession of vehicles is going by slowly when suddenly the beast, the car carrying the President of the United States, stops right where you are. Slowly, the Secret Service agent opens the right back door and the president steps out of the car. You and everyone around you are cheering. He has stopped at this point along the procession route. The First Lady comes around and the two of them, holding hands, head towards the section that you are. And while you are there just enjoying the moment, something happened. Standing right in front of you is the President and First Lady. And in that moment, he reaches out his hand to shake yours and he said, Thank you for coming. We both appreciate you being here today. Did he just shake my hand? Did the President of the United States just speak to me? You start to create your own front page story with a huge picture showing the president shaking your hand, and all your friends would be just happy for you. I hope you have one such experience. Now let us turn back to the text. This was a regular day. Moses was out taking care of the flock of animals that belonged to his father-in-law. An ordinary job, but he did it with commitment. There was nothing different about this day except the text says that Moses took the flock to the backside of Mount Horeb, maybe because that section was beautiful pasture with lush green grass so the animals could graze comfortably. Then a bush started to burn. Strange, Moses thought. What was even stranger was that the bush was burning, but it was not being destroyed. The curious shepherd went closer, maybe to get a closer look at this phenomenal sight. As he got closer, a voice called out to him from the burning bush, Moses, Moses! Did someone just call me by my name? A voice from the bush? Here I am, Moses replied. An ordinary day, regular activity of tending the flock, a burning bush, and a voice talking to me from inside the burning bush. Suddenly, my day just turned from normal to abnormal, from usual to unusual. But it is the next thing that really is scary to Moses. Do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Then he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. At this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. Did you hear that? Moses was told to take his shoes off. That is some strange request. Why should I take my shoes off? The answer is in two parts. The first detail said, for the place where you're standing is holy ground. What am I hearing? Up until a few minutes ago, this spot was simple mountain area. Up until now, there was nothing significant about this ground in this area. So what has made it holy ground? It's the next detail that answers all your questions. It is the next detail that helps us to understand what is going on. The mysterious voice that called out his name is about to say something significant. I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Did I hear correctly? The God of who and who and who? Yes, Moses, you heard correctly. God is visiting you, and so God is cordoning off this spot right there where you are standing, because you have just stepped into a holy place. What makes it holy? You might be asking. Because God is there. God is there, and although Moses could not see him, Moses had enough knowledge of God to know that the day just got totally different. Ordinary runaway Hebrew man called Moses here in Midian, feeding the flock and minding his own business. I am suddenly thrusted in the presence of God. Moses was afraid, and he became afraid because in his culture, God is the supreme being, the Lord of the universe. Moses was in the presence of God unexpectedly. What do you do when you find yourself in the presence of God, when you're sharing a plot of real estate with God? Some people are scared, some are happy, some are in awe, and some people do nothing. Church is like that. But when you are in God's presence in church, for example, you are required to show reverence, not to the place, but to the God who is on that spot with you. There are some churches that require people to leave their shoes at the door before they enter the sanctuary. But whatever you do, my friend, be reverent. And why? Because God has chosen to have an encounter with you, and this is going to affect your future. You are special. This encounter is special, and you're about to have a conversation with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Take your shoes from off your feet. Do you have any special thought on this message today? Share it with me at friendofclyde@gmail.com.